Hey guys, in this video we are going to be taking a look at a product called Profit Product Creator by Glenn Kosky. So make sure to keep watching until the end of the video and I will be sharing with you some insights into the platform. We will take a brief look over the sales page and just give you a brief explanation as to what the product actually does. And we will also dive into the members area where I'll show you some of the tools and features that are within the platform. Plus I will also share with you why this may not be a suitable platform for you if you're really serious about wanting to build an actual online business. So make sure to keep watching. So if you're new here and you find content like this to be helpful, make sure to leave a like. Also be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to be updated whenever I release future content, and also share the video, as I do create a lot of videos similar to this here where I try to teach people the right ways of how to build an online business, and also to share with them insights of what areas to focus on and what they should avoid if they're really serious about growing the business and taking it to the next level. So by actually having a look over the sales page, you're probably trying to figure out what the platform actually is. So if you've looked at other previous pages by the same vendor or other similar vendors, you can always see a very similar kind of trend that always goes on with the sales pages. They always try to give you a brand new web-based app that creates highly engaging, profitable digital products all in under 60 seconds, which, to be honest, is not true at all, because as I will show you inside the dashboard, it's going to take a lot longer than 60 seconds. There could be any number of reasons. If you have a poor internet connection or if you don't really know what you're doing, it's going to take a lot longer than 60 seconds to put a lot of this stuff together. But they tried to sell you on this. They tried to hit a triggering point, an emotional trigger with you as a buyer coming into this, because if you're a complete newbie, this is where you will actually get caught out. And the platform in question, what the tools are available within the platform, really doesn't relate to what actually is being expressed here on the sales page. And again, we'll be going more into that in depth now in a few moments. But you can have a look over the sales page and you can try and get an idea of what the product is about. The one thing I will always say with a lot of these videos that I do is never take what is actually shown here in terms of earnings and how much money you can earn as a given, because this isn't exactly real. Yes, these commissions may have been made, but they may have been made from the vendor, from other products or from other services. And as well, they can also be easily manipulated, so there's no guarantees that this is actually even real. And if it is, it's always usually from something else. It's never really from this actual product itself that they're actually promoting. Like, the sales page is nice and fancy, it goes over a lot of stuff. Again, there's more of these numbers. Again, just don't look into that at all. And it does give you a breakdown of what the product kind of is, but it doesn't really explain to you in absolute detail as to what it is, because, to be honest, as I'll show you now in a second, the product itself is very, very simple. There's not much really to it. There is a lot of features in it, but there's also a lot of needless stuff as well that you probably will never use, because you will get a lot of bonuses and a lot of pretty much unwanted stuff that you're probably never going to even look at or even have any inclination or idea of what to use. But again, we'll dive into that. But you can have a look over the page. Again, it's well presented, it looks nice, but it doesn't fully relate to the product in question. So again, feel free to have a look at it and just make of it what you will, and you can decide for yourself. So we're quickly just going to dive into the members area. So here we are inside the members area of Profit Product Creator, and first impressions, it looks nice, it looks tidy, it looks well put together. So the dashboard gives you kind of like an overview of what the product actually has involved. It gives you a list of your content that you've created, like if you've created ebooks, landing pages, ebook covers. Now primarily what this product actually is, it's actually a PLR ebook creator, and you can actually create ebooks with it. You can create your own covers, you can create ebooks, but the content that it presents to you is already reused PLR, and you can use it. But the thing is with PLR is you can't just copy and paste it. You still will have to use the contents that's available and still reward it as your own. You're still going to have to change a lot of elements of it. You can't just literally copy and paste it and present it as your own, because legally you're not allowed to do that. You will still need to edit it in some shape or form to make it your own. So it mentions here that you have like landing pages, but I haven't seen anywhere on this here here from actually having a look at it that you can actually build landing pages on it. It doesn't seem to be in this at all. Now maybe it is there, I just haven't been able to find it, but I was able to get access to the likes of the tools like ebook covers and ebooks, which I'll show you now in a second, and even licenses. So I'm not really too sure what that's all about. You can create your own kind of licenses, but I'm not really sure even if you even need that. So we'll just quickly just dive in. Again, you do have access to training. Now they don't have it in this version here because this is a review version that I actually have, but the full version should actually have some level of video training available to you to show you how the platform actually works. So if you can click on create products, so you can create a product based off different preferences. You can set up a text file, you can even look into a database of already used content, you can find URLs to literally find content online, or even manually edit all your content as well. So you can actually find different types of content based off certain search preferences and keywords, and you can search like different repositories and collections. Again, you'll be looking for different types of keywords, so you just literally just type in what it is that you're looking for and it'll be able to search certain criteria for you. And here it will actually present to you, once it's actually loaded up, some of the PLR stuff that you will actually get. Now the thing is, this here content that's actually here is just literally just taken straight away from the internet. There's no way that you would actually be able to use this, because to a certain degree, for the most part, because a lot of this information here will have nothing to do with what it is that you're looking to kind of create an ebook or product on. So you would still need to be able to come in here, take this content here, and you'll have to restructure it, you'll have to rewrite it in your own words. The one thing that you can take away from all this is the structure of actually how it's laid out. That's the one thing. If you're looking for a structure on how to lay out certain pieces of content, you can use the structure here. But again, I wouldn't just copy and paste the information on this, because again, it's not relevant and it's not legally, it's not viable, because you can get in trouble for just reusing the same content. You don't want to put your name to anything that's been pretty much used by somebody else. But again, you can use the structure, you can use it as a reference. But other than that, that's pretty much what it does actually here. It just literally takes it off the internet, but you still will need to edit it and make it your own. So you can look into the likes of creating like ebooks and covers. So here you can actually gain access to different types of ebook cover kind of generators. So you can set up like a flat cover, 3D book cover and so forth. So you can, when you've opted in to select any of these here, you can get different editing backgrounds depending on which preference you've actually picked. And you can set it up like if you've got a 3D background, you will be presented with the likes of this page here where the orientation is a lot larger. Because it's going to be reprinting like a full scale kind of like book cover. And it does that, like you can edit it, you can come in and you can change the width and size of the text, you can add in your own fonts, you can add different background images, your own text, add in different shapes. You can edit it, and it does actually work, and you can save it out and export it, and you can do the same pretty much with any of the ebook covers. So you can actually use it to some degree, but again, it's just pretty much what this product really is. This basic editor, if you will. A lot of this stuff here, you can actually be honest, you can actually create it with free online programs, which I've actually done videos on, the likes of Trello and Canva, which you can do pretty much everything on it, and again, you can do it for free. I'll drop links down to those videos in the description so that you can go and check them out, and it pretty much has everything in it. You can even create your own ebooks with the likes of those platforms as well, and it won't cost you a penny. So you do have access to like your library, so you can check all the stuff that you actually have worked on. So anything that you've actually been working on will actually be stored within this area here, so you can actually come back to it at any time. So pretty much everything after this here is literally all to do with the likes of the upsells, which I will be going into now in a few moments, but we can just quickly go into them and just have a quick look at them. So here you would get access to done for you packages, but there's a load of information, but again, it's just reused PLR type of content, and depending on your area of interest or your niche, now you may find something here that you can use, but again, with it being PLR, you will have to restructure it to use it as your own. You can't just rip it and copy and paste it. You could use it for references and even for ideas for content, so you could, but again, you still wouldn't be able to fully use this or just copy it as your own. So they do have access to like a license generator, so you can set up new license certificates and custom license terms. Now I don't really know myself like what is meant really by that and how it's really going to be relevant to you, not unless you want to establish it as your own, maybe that you can set up a certificate on it that you can do it that way. I don't really know or really see how this could be potentially useful to you. So under the free traffic section, pretty much what all it's really giving you is it gives you a few videos of how you can actually promote the product. But what it does is it gives you links to other products that the affiliate or the vendor actually has made in the past, and pretty much all you're going to be required to do is literally buy into those products as well. And to be honest, they're not much better in terms of what's offered on them. A lot of them are old and they're outdated, and a lot of them probably wouldn't work. You'll end up buying into something that really is not going to be useful to you, and it doesn't really make an awful lot of sense, because when it says free traffic but yet it's asking you to sign up to other programs, you shouldn't have to do that at all. So there's a lot of kind of useless kind of stuff here, so it's not going to really be relevant. Again, with the unlimited traffic upgrade as well, it's literally just giving you videos of certain things, and a lot of it, to be honest, actually looking at it here, it goes back to what I mentioned on the free traffic one. It gives you guides and gives you resources, but a lot of it is not really relevant to what it is that you're doing, because essentially all this is an ebook creator. That's all it is. A lot of this stuff is not even really relevant. It obviously just tries to show you certain ways of how you can promote things, but a lot of this stuff's not going to be useful to you. Even with regards to this one, it says to download videos and to try and make them viral, but the way I see it is, how can downloading someone else's videos and editing them and re-uploading them, how is that going to affect you? How is it going to affect your promotions of wanting to try and promote your PLR ebook? Using someone else's video clips is not going to help you to promote your own products or services. You'd want to create your own videos to do that. So the likes of this here, a lot of this stuff actually here, even though there is a lot of stuff, a lot of it's just not going to be relevant to you. A lot of it's just not going to make any sense. It's literally they have literally compiled everything that they've actually had from other products over say the last couple of months, and they've literally just thrown everything in this just to give it away. And a lot of this is going to be absolutely useless to you. You're not even going to find any use for it at all. And to be honest, even myself, even here looking at it, it doesn't even look relevant to pretty much anything. Unless you have a specific need or interest in it, it's not going to really help you at all. And if you're an absolute beginner coming into this, you're going to be completely and utterly just frustrated and completely overwhelmed, because you're not even going to know what any of this stuff is, or even what the hell you're going to use it for. So yeah, this may not be a good idea to look into these here. And again, as for the rest of these here, the automation, ultimate license rights and all that, they're all part of the upgrades and OTOs, and pretty much it's more the same type of stuff. It's just everything just thrown in and piled in, and it doesn't really get much better, if I'll be honest. So literally just talking about the OTOs, here are the prices pretty much of the product, the front end product. For what it is, it's $16-17. It is what it is, and like shown, it does actually work. You can actually create likes of content with it, and you can save out your PDF ebooks and stuff. But honestly, you can do a lot of that stuff using free programs, or if you have any sort of design experience or background in graphic design, you can do a lot of this anyway, and it won't cost you a penny. You don't really need a platform like this to be able to do that. And as I mentioned, when you go into the OTOs, when you look at the prices of them, considering what I've just shown you in the back end here on the membership, in all honesty, you would actually be just wasting a ton of your money, because a lot of this stuff here, if you're coming into this here and you spend this money, unless you really know what you're doing and have an idea of what you want to get out of it, you might be able to make some of it work, but I can't see how a newbie can actually come in here and make any of this work, because again, it's literally just stuff that's just thrown in, and then all this information that's in here is not even relevant, in my opinion, to literally be able to just create content with ebooks or PLR. It has nothing really to do with it, in all honesty. So I would recommend, and highly recommend, that you actually don't even bother looking into these upgrades, because you will just waste a ton of money for a product that essentially you can pretty much do using other free platforms online. Again, I'll drop links in the description to free platforms that I have used myself in the past, and I share with you certain ways of how you can actually use them, and you can create a lot of this stuff on it anyway. So you really won't need for any of these here. For the price at the front end, if you want to have a look at it and you want to buy something, feel free, go away. It's only 16 or 17 bucks. You're not going to break the bank with it. You're not going to lose too much. Where you are going to lose money is you're going to lose money with these upgrades. And as I've just shown you, some of these upgrades, to be honest, for the most part, are utterly useless. They're not going to really be of any benefit to you at all. So I would highly recommend that you stay away from this, and to be honest, you better maybe just looking elsewhere. But again, check out the links in the description. I'll leave the links down so you can check out those other platforms like Canva and Crello, and you can see that there's more on offer there that you can use for free that will actually give you more ideas of what you want to create, even for regards to PLR books or whatever, because you can pretty much do a lot of stuff using free tools online, so you really don't need something like this. So if you have found this video to be helpful, make sure to leave a like. Also be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to be updated whenever I release future content, and also share the video, as I do create a lot more videos similar to this here to try and teach people ways of how they can get started with their online business, but also to show them areas that they should be focused on and what they should actually avoid if they're really serious about taking things to the next level. Also check out the first link in the description for a proven training platform that will actually teach you the steps to actually build an online business from scratch. So as always, I will see you in the next one.